Hi, today I'm talking to Wayne Lynn, partner at Silk Family Law, covering all aspects of family law. You're an expert in complex cohabitation disputes, including trusts of land cases and prenuptial agreements. So if I was thinking of buying a house with my partner, what are some of the things that I could put into place to sort of avoid these disputes?
Yeah, well, speaking as a lawyer, Johnny, as I have to, the first thing I would say is take legal advice. It's too late very often once you've bought the property. So legal advice at an early stage is a really, really good idea. Now, what I tend to find is that with the best will in the world, if you go to buy a house and you walk into the lawyer's office, the lawyer will be a conveyancer, and they will often say, well, you need to decide how you wish to own the property. That's all very well and good, but you've got to dive a little bit beneath the surface and think very clearly, well, how do we want to own the property? Should it be 50-50? Should it be unequal shares? If we're putting, for example, one party might put thirds of the deposit in, they might pay all of the deposit. And should that reflect ownership? And what would happen if the relationship ends? It could get messy. It very often gets messy. And indeed, the fact that it gets messy means that we lawyers tend to have clients who are trying to sort things out when things do go wrong. So the advice that I would give is speak to a lawyer at an early stage, have the conversation, be adults, be mature. This is money. It's a relationship. There are emotions in play. But at the end of the day, we know only too well that relationships do fail. And whilst we think it'll never be us, it very often is, and it can be. So take legal advice. Think about the shares that you want to own in the property. Do you want to have a situation where, for example, if one of us dies, the survivor will inherit automatically the deceased's share, so it goes automatically? Or do we want to have two separate shares? So, for example, if we die, we can leave our half share to our children instead of it passing automatically to our partner. Think about making a will, in the event of death, what would happen then? The other thing that I always would say is just because the house may be being purchased by one party doesn't mean that the other party should be left high and dry should things go wrong. There are often very good reasons why properties are purchased in one name, usually because only one party can get a mortgage. If we've got the other partner, for example, who doesn't work, maybe a stay-at-home parent looking after the children, then there's no reason why that person couldn't be given some sort of share, either in what we call a declaration of trust or a deed of trust, or alternatively, you can enter into what we call a cohabitation agreement. Sometimes they're called living together agreements. Now, they're kind of sisters or cousins of what we call nuptial agreements, prenuptial or postnuptial agreements, which apply to married couples. For unmarried couples, a cohabitation agreement is a contract, and it says very clearly what will happen in the event that the relationship fails. So it's designed to provide security and reassurance to both parties, because at least you know what will happen should the worst come to the worst. And if it doesn't, well, the cohabitation agreement stays locked in your lawyer's safe and will never come to light again.
Brilliant. Thanks, Wayne. If people are watching and they're wanting some advice, maybe they're wanting to speak to you directly, what's the best place to find you online?
Well, the website is a starting point. It's a great starting point, silkfamilylaw.co.uk. We've got lots of material on the website, which will give you some useful pointers. All of our telephone numbers and email addresses are shown on the website. So give us a call, send us an email. We're very contactable, and we're here and ready to speak if you have a problem.
Great advice. Thanks so much. And I really look forward to chatting to you again. Take care, Wayne. See you soon.
Thanks, Johnny. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.